For this project, I started with a 19 by 23 inch frame that I had previously sealed the glass to the frame. Now, I did not video this, but I do prepare all my frames the same. I take the backing off, I take the glass out, I clean the glass up, and then I take ELMER'S glue and I put it around the perimeter of the frame where the glass would sit. Then I replace the glass and I take ELMER'S glue again and put it around the perimeter a second time. This serves two purposes. It holds the glass in place, and it also helps to prevent any resin leaks when you put resin on the other side. Next, I took a stencil that I had picked up on Amazon and I cut off part of it, the part that had a little pumpkin on it, because I'm putting a large pumpkin at the very bottom. And I taped this down and I started with black paint and stenciled it all in. And if you've seen any of my other videos, I hate stenciling because you have to use paint and it always ends up going under and smearing, and it just, I don't know, I always have to go back and kind of touch it up and make it look better. And I've been looking for markers that do not run when you pour resin over it, and I was having a hard time, but I finally figured out that you have to use oil-based markers and they will not run. For some reason people don't want to tell you that. So I will link in the description the oil-based markers that I have used that will not run. So in the future for stenciling, I'm going to use the markers instead of the paint. It would be so much easier and so much neater, and there won't be any touch-up. So when I was done with that, I took the pumpkin picture that I had printed out on the computer. It was under free clip art, and I taped it to the back of the glass. And after I did that, I took ELMER'S glue that went around all of the little lines that you see there, and I took the string of little crystals that I had purchased on Amazon. This comes on a roll, and I put it on all the places that I put the ELMER'S glue. When you're working with glass on glass, you need to use clear ELMER'S glue so that you cannot see it on the glass. The regular ELMER'S glue is okay to use around the frame because it will be hidden behind the frame. The clear ELMER'S glue does take a little longer to dry, but it will dry perfectly clear, whereas the other regular ELMER'S glue does not dry perfectly clear. That would be okay to use on canvas, but not on glass. On glass, you have to use the clear ELMER'S glue. And when I was done with that, then I did the same thing for the stem and for the little twirly thing over by the stem. When everything was covered, I got my glass out, and the glass I'm showing you here are three different types of glass. This first one is Ashland Decorative Filler from Michaels. It's the glass that's on the far left, and it's about 1/4 inch glass, maybe a little bit smaller. The one in the center is Celestial Fire Glass, and that is 1/4 inch Celestial. It's clear. And the one on the far right is also Celestial Fire Glass. It's reflective and it's gold. So the one I'm using is reflective, but it's silver, and that's the one I got from Michaels. And if you use a coupon, you can get it for about a little over $3. Otherwise, it's $4.99. And the other two I bought in large 10-pound containers off of Amazon. And everything that I'm talking about in the video, I will leave links below. The reason I'm telling you about all the different glass is you really don't need to make an investment in the big 10-pound container. You can get it from Michaels. So next I took the Michaels Decorative Filler and I sprayed it with the TAMIYA Orange Translucent Spray Paint. This is a video that I did last week on the different translucent spray paints because the Krylon spray paints have gone way up in price and are difficult to get a hold of, so TAMIYA works well. And after I sprayed it, it turned out real pretty, this pretty orange, and the reflective qualities are still there even after you spray it, as long as you use the translucent spray paints. Next, I mixed up the resin, and I poured the resin in the areas that I was going to put the glass, just so that the bottom layers would be stuck down really well and I didn't have to over pour the resin. So after I got that all in place, I just started sprinkling the glass in all the areas. making sure that it wasn't covering up the little green crystals. And then I just started drizzling the resin over the top of the glass, making sure it would hold down. And then I took green glass that I had picked up at Dollar Tree. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. And I put that in all of the corners. I thought it added a little bit of color, which it needed, and then I started drizzling the resin over that glass first, and then I poured the resin over the rest of the glass, putting it in the sides and the corners first and pushing it up, because although they say it's self-leveling, you do have to push it around and make sure that it's fully covered, and you really have to get down eye level with it and look, because it can be deceptive when you're just looking from the top. There could be some empty areas, especially when you're working with glass on glass. And just as a note, I forgot, which I often do, to put the painter's tape on the back of it. I also put that around the perimeter on the back, usually to help prevent, another precaution to help prevent resin leaks. After I had all the resin spread out, I used my little kitchen torch to get rid of the bubbles, and I worked on it for a few more minutes. Again, pushing it up into the sides and the corners, making sure everything was covered. And then at the very end, I put 3 little bumblebees on it. I thought they looked so cute. I just love those little bumblebees. They're from Amazon. And then I was done. Hey everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't know how good you can see this in this light, but I want to bring it up closer so you can see how sparkly it is. And there is actually gold on that glass. That glass is so pretty, or silver, I'm sorry, I take that back. It's silver reflective. And this is the glass from Michael's. And so anybody can go get it. I think it's $4.99 a container. And if you have your 40% off coupon, you can get it for a lot less. So it's really worth it. And of course, if you don't have the Dollar Tree glass, you could take this glass and spray this green if you want the green in the corners. And this is probably the last time I'm gonna stencil with paint, because I figured out that you have to get the oil-based markers and then it won't run when you put the resin on it. It's taken me forever to figure out. I don't know why. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. All of this crystal stuff here, you can get on Amazon. Like I said, this you can get from Michael's, this from Dollar Tree. It's all something that's right at hand that you can get quickly. You don't have to have a tumbler and tumble glass or break glass or anything like that. And let me show you this with the paper behind it. I've got a paper fell on the floor. I think you can see it a little clearer. There. And then I'm going to bring it up a little closer. But it really is so pretty. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to be notified of future videos, subscribe. And I'm going to be putting out, it's going to be all holiday stuff from now until Christmas. Fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas stuff with glass. So if you want to be notified, like I said, subscribe. And I hope you guys all have a great day. Thanks for watching.